What's up, guys? So for this video I am doing ToA Hard 70 for the November month. As you can see, it's Craka with 4 Dark Infernos. So I cut out the past 2 stages because they were incredibly boring, right? I decided just to do the boss itself. I think that's the most important part anyway. As you can see in my team, it's a pure YOLO team, right? I didn't hack my way to get here or anything. Basically, as you can see with my team, it's sort of built around never giving my opponent a turn, right? So I'll just go through quickly what order units are here for, and that way you know like how I got through all the first 2 stages. So obviously Baretta here is for speed leader and also for dots. So his Phoenix applies 2 dots for 3 turns. He's also got Turbulence, which is a very useful skill. It resets attack bar for 1 monster, right? So that's going to be very important to keep the Craka under control. And he's on Despair runes, Despair Focus. Right, I'll show the runes at the end of the video. The Woochi here, the Wind Taoist, I just recently worked on him mostly just for ToA Hard. So what he's here for is his 3rd skill has a AoE attack bar reset, and his 2nd skill decreases attack bar when he hits them. But it's not like a full attack bar, but it does help control the attack bars of the enemy. Now Spectra, you've probably seen him use a fair bit. Spectra, the main reason I brought him is for attack speed slow. That's like the most important thing, and he does it on everyone, right? And that's like ultimately the most important part of that skill, being able to place attack speed slow on everyone straight away. Alright, because obviously you want them to have less turns, and if they recover their attack bar slower, then you have a better chance of resetting it before they can move. His first 2 abilities are pretty much irrelevant. Like I purely use him for the backlash, the 3rd skill. I never use the 2nd skill because there's no healer, right? He's never going to recover his hit points, so I don't want him to just kill himself with this. You can use it a little bit. I mean, the idea is you're never going to get hit, but most of the time you're going to use the 1st skill. It's a very long and painful way to kill the boss, but I think it's doable. And Mav, the penguin here, he's the one that this monster has been hyped a lot recently, right? This is just take note that this video is done post nerf, right? Before he used to cool down his own skill with his 3rd skill, the Winds of Wind. But now it's 3 turn cooldown, and it doesn't cool down itself. Okay, but obviously I brought him so he can cool down these guys. Like it's more chances of also more cooldown reduction means I can use the resets more often, and also he buffs attack speed, right? So that means I don't need to bring a Bernard. I can bring a Spectra instead to debuff the opponent. He doesn't buff attack bars. That's unfortunate, but I think it's like cooling down skills and also buffing attack skills makes it very worthwhile. Another reason I use him is his 2nd skill has a provoke, right? And that's good for bosses. This provoke also heals himself, so combined with resetting attack bars and stuff, he can survive. I've tried it recently. I didn't succeed previous run because of RNG, but he heals himself and he can survive 1 hit from Craka. Okay, it would obviously be a lot better if I had maxed his runes and made him 6-star, because I was in a bit of a rush to get this video today. I wanted to do it while I still had time. But if I worked on him more, he would definitely he'd for sure be able to take the hit from Craka. And his heal is actually pretty decent. He heals like 25% of his hit points. So if you're like constantly resetting the boss, he'll eventually heal himself back up. So it's a nice like insurance policy to land a taunt on the boss. And his first skill also has a chance to stun. There's a very small chance, but he can't stun, so he doesn't need to have despair runes or anything. So he's on violent so that he can cool down his first skill more often. And now Hua. Originally I had Varad instead of Hua, but I felt that it's fairly easy to control the ads with the rest of the units. So instead of bringing Varad, I decided to bring Hua to make it to give myself a much better chance to keep Craka under control, because Hua can reduce the attack bar as well on every hit. So it gives me a lot more time to you know, get my other resets up. So without further ado, I'm going to start on the boss. Now this video will probably take a while, okay, because this fight takes a very long time. Mostly because my units aren't exactly doing a lot of damage, right? I'm relying on killing these infernos with dots, and and then for the boss, I pretty much only have like Hua for damage, like as far as damage is concerned. The rest do like very small amounts of damage, so I'm just going to be chipping away at them. Now with these infernos, you got to be careful with them, because if they die to direct damage, they'll explode, right? And it will at this high level, it will one-shot, or it should one-shot your monsters. So you got to be very careful with that. But if you kill them with dots, then they won't explode, right? They won't hit you, or they won't do damage back to you. So with my despair units, I'm going to hit the infernos just so that I make sure that they're all stunned. And let's see. I mean, I'll be relying on RNG, because I don't exactly have any reliable stuns, but hopefully it works out the way I'm hoping it will. Now I think I'm gonna go for a Phoenix here. Okay, now I'm gonna reduce the attack of the boss and then do this. Okay, hopefully I can move with Woochi, because Woochi should have his... oh shit. Alright, she didn't kill anyone, so that's good. Now let's reset. And yeah, I needed some luckier procs at the start, but I didn't quite get them. But I think it should be okay still. I probably should have applied taunt on Craka before, just so that she didn't AoE. But I think this should be okay still. Okay, I think I'll use Hua this time to reduce the Inferno a bit. I really need that Inferno to just get stunned. There we go. Okay, I think I'll turbulence the boss. Let's keep the Infernos, I don't want them to move yet. Alright, that's fine. I just need to load up on dots again. Now to focus on the boss a bit more. Okay, I think I'll reset now. Now I have to be very careful. This Inferno over here to the right is getting low on health, right? So I have to be very cautious of the AoEs I use, because the AoEs, or at least the Woochi and the Baretta AoEs, still do a bit of damage. It's not a lot, but you know, when it's this when it starts to get to a sliver, it starts to get dangerous. Okay, I think I have to turbulence that guy on the right. Just so he doesn't move. Gotta keep the boss under control as well. Okay, Phoenix again. Now definitely need to let this guy die. So I gotta be very careful with what I use now. Hopefully my Hua can keep the boss under control again. That's good. Now I'll try to stun the guy on the right. Yep, there we go. Alright, two Infernos out of the way. I think we can reset now since the boss is pretty high on attack bar. Now I think if I just focus the attack bar reductions just on the boss, I should be okay. And then I just need to wait for a one more Phoenix to kill the guy on the left. Yeah, maybe just put an extra. Oh, actually no, I shouldn't. I was thinking maybe putting a dot on the guy on the right, but if she happens to crit, I don't know if she'll kill him or not. So I'll just keep the boss under control with him, with Hua instead. Alright, that's good. He's dead. Okay, let's keep doing this. Alright, one more Phoenix and that Inferno should die, and now I can just only worry about the boss. Hua is also on Violent, right? Violent will also help. You know, more attacks means more chances to get the attack bar reduction on each hit, right? Okay, so it should be a lot easier now since I got Hua to help me reset bars, or the bar on Hua. Sorry, on Craka. She's got like she's built with accuracy, but I don't think she's quite maxed yet. I can't remember actually. I'll have to check up a bit later. That did not work. Okay, that's good. It's also good that Hua does damage, right? So it shouldn't take as long as if I had Varad instead. Okay, I'll try to keep the pace up so it doesn't take as long. So if you're bored by now, you just skip to the end. Hopefully I've killed it. Because there's not really much else to explain. I mean, this is just going to be rinse and repeat for a while. Unless I, get a bad string of RNG and she starts moving. That would be bad. I mean, that's what happened last time for me. Like a few of my resets got resisted, and she moved, and then my Mav just got one-shotted because he wasn't quite at full health from that. It was just it was bad timing, really. Last time I tried it. But I think it's a lot safer now with Hua. Just make sure she's very fast and good, decent accuracy, as high as possible, obviously. But it's fairly easy to get good accuracy on her because her awakening bonus is accuracy, and you just give her a focus set, and Actually, I probably should have reset. No, that's okay. Oh, maybe I should have reset. Oh, I'm in trouble. Okay. That was a little bit scary. Oh, so as I was saying, with a after just giving her a focus set and just from her awakening bonus alone, it'd be very easy to reach 100% crit rate. Accuracy with her. I mean, you can pretty much just use a slot 6 accuracy rune and she'll be 100% accuracy, or at least very close to. Oh no, she'll be, if it's 6-starred, it will be 100% accuracy, because she gets 25 from awakening and 20 from the focus set, right? You can even ditch the focus set for something else that gives you better stats. And then you just have to, all you have to worry about is speed after that. You just give us like the fastest runes you can, and that will be good. Mine's not quite like that yet. Like, she's not quite built like that. I want to change her, but yeah, I filled her with runes last time, and somehow I came to whatever her current set is. Ideally, I would want her to be like 200 plus speed, but I think she's at like 180 or, well, between 180 to 190. It is actually, sorry, I probably should have mentioned earlier, it's a good idea to get max skills if you can. My Baretta is actually not skilled at all, but it would help if she is, or he is rather. I wouldn't waste Devilmon on him, but if you can get, like, you know, if you have spare sylphs, like, you know, by all means feed it to him. Same with Hua, like, skill ups on her are pretty nice. It's more damage, and her attack speed slow debuff gets to 80%, which is nice for, I mean, if you're using Spectra it doesn't really matter, but if you're not using Spectra then it's nice for her to apply the slow with like reasonable chance. Personally, I really hate things that are not 100% chance to land after being max skilled, but that's just how it is with her, which is unfortunate. Normally I would do like, I would use Jubel to taunt on this boss, but I think this is a much safer, especially to get through the first two stages, because on the first stage there's Fedoras and Fukos, right? It's actually the Fedoras that that I think are the most troublesome, because if you let them move, they'll buff immunity, right, and also cleanse. I tried autoing it with like my standard team, and they just got wrecked because I couldn't control the Fedoras. But with this team, I was able to like keep them under control. They were always either stunned or I kept their attack bars reset. So that's what I recommend. I mean, this team is reasonably, like, you have a reasonable chance to obtain this team, right? Like Baretta is farmable, Woochi is nat 4, so even you do rely on needing to, you know, get him, but you have a decent chance to get him. And if you do get him, you're probably going to store him anyway, because he doesn't really have much use for early game progression. But once you get to once you're looking to progress ToA hard, I think attack bar resetters like Woochi are pretty useful here. And you know, Mav the Penguin, he's an F3, so you can assume that you'll get him at some point. And penguins aren't too hard to get. Like, I mean, most people complain about getting penguins and golems and stuff, right? So skilling him up wouldn't be too bad. And then I guess the only hard part is Hua. Like, she's still kind of rare. It took me a while before I got my Hua, so yeah, if you're lucky enough to have a Hua and a Woochi, you can do this. Obviously Varad will work too, especially if you have max skilled. But I think Woochi is a little bit better for bosses because Woochi has 2 attack bar controlling skills, right? Whereas Varad only has 1. But Varad is he's better in the sense that he can control enemy like ads a lot easier. Okay, this is pretty much done, so I'll show you the runes after this. Okay, so runes for Baretta. Oh, these are the stats. Maybe I'll show it like this, so it's larger. So you can see he's not quite max accuracy, but it's pretty close. You don't actually need max accuracy, but if you can get like 90 plus, it's good enough. Because you know, beyond like 90%, it doesn't really feel like there's much difference, right? If you can bump it up to 100% without overflowing too much, then by all means, just don't sacrifice too much speed on him, right? So you know, speed is obviously the most important stat here. So he's on Despair Focus, and I'll only hold it for maybe a few seconds on each rune. So if you wanna you know, pause it to look at it more carefully, then by all means. You don't need to have like, you know, 6-star rune on every slot, just as long as it has good speed substats on them. Okay. Let's see. The next monster is Spectra. So these are my Spectra stats. I built him sort of more for like damage, because that's why he's got high crit rate. I haven't really worked on his runes that much. He's pretty much on spare runes. I redirected a lot of his runes last rune removal, but the main stats obviously are again speed and accuracy, because you're not planning to get hit. You can pretty much use like any like 2, 4, 6 that you want. Or actually, sorry, you should obviously use speed on slot 2, but 4 and 6 can be just about anything. For example, this is crit rate. It's not even maxed. I will max it eventually, but it depends if I can find something better. I need to find a better speed rune here. He's sort of on like semi-spare runes, except for maybe this one. But not many monsters use accuracy. That's why I gave it to him. And yeah, Swift Focus for him. You can also do Violent as well. I think Violent is actually better. He won't actually reach like, you know, high speed though. But if you can get him like 200 plus speed, or actually preferably 220 plus, so he should be like plus 100 speed or so, then I would probably do Violent, because then he can refresh his own backlash fairly often. This is on a 3-turn cooldown, so any Violent proc helps immensely. This is Hua. Again, she's sort of like my Spectra. I built her for like sort of like a hybrid. She does like some damage, and then she's got like accuracy and speed for her controlling aspects, right? So she's on Violent Blade at the moment. I didn't give her focus because with slot 6 accuracy rune, she's able to reach, you know, well, might want to reach 99%, and it's quite easy to obtain that. So there's no real reason to use a focus set on her. Just go with whatever has like good substats. And I'm trying to give it like a bit of damage as well. That's why She has like, you know, good crit rate and stuff like that. Now let's see, Woochi. This is Woochi. Again, I believe he also has effect accuracy increase from awakening, right? So it's actually very easy to get his accuracy to 100%. And obviously you just want speed and accuracy on him. He's on despair as well, as I mentioned before. Similar to like Hua, you don't actually need to have a focus offset, but for me, the focus runes were the only ones I had that had speed on it, so that's why I gave him this. He's overflowed on accuracy by a lot, and like these two runes aren't maxed yet because I haven't gotten around to it, but they have all the important stats for him. He just needs speed and accuracy. Having like hit points and defense are also nice because, like, just in case you want to use him for like an auto team, like it's definitely possible for him to be in part of one because he's a defense monster. So he's actually, you know, decently tanky. He's not that tanky, but it's okay. And lastly, Nav. Nav just purely wants speed. All right, that's all you care about, and then it should be on a violent set. He doesn't particularly need anything else. You can get some accuracy subs, you know, here and there, and some like hit point subs for survivability, but it's not that important. I mean, look at him. I haven't even really touched these runes yet, right? So, and a lot of these are spare runes because, well, a lot of my main runes have gone to my PvP monsters. And as you can see, I was trying to give him as much speed as I can. They're not exactly great runes, but I mean, this is an attack rune. This is not ideal, but like if I can find a hit point rune with, like, you know, this sort of speed, then I'll replace it for sure. He can be on a broken set as well. It doesn't matter. He just needs a violent set, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'll probably do some more. Hopefully, I can do some more boss fights in the future, and I'll record them, you know, just so you can see how I approached it. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.